month of the upcoming months. The Federal Council of the Government is formed by the national government, all of its ministers. Here we have the Vice President Council as well, that coordinates the government, the national government, as I already presented to you during lunch, and also the Vice President of Citizen Security and Police, Diosdado Cabello Rondon as well. Also the Vice President of National Sovereignty, General-in-Chief Vladimir Padrino Lopez. Also the Vice President of Public Work and Public Services, experts in flooding and to alleviate floodings, Jorge Marquez. The Vice President of Planification as well, Professor Ricardo Menéndez. The Minister of Education and Vice President of Social Works, Héctor Rodríguez Castro from Barlovento. The Professor Bernie La Guaira, scientist Gabriela Jimenez. She's not the authentic one. The real one is on a trip, but it is a prototype of artificial intelligence that we brought by artificial intelligence. Also the Vice President of Communications from Táchira, Alfredo Nazaret Ñañez. I'm not going to mention. And also the Secretary of the General Secretary of the Federal Council of the Government, this young leader, the Emperor Montezuma, Leonardo Emperor Montezuma. So, we have made all the consultations needed, and every state must choose and designate name a major, women or men, to form the executive institution of the Federal Council, formed by all governors of the country. That's the structure, and at the same time there is an operational structure that must meet at least once a month. If another encounters are needed, is much better. If it's possible, because it is an instance that coordinates the regional governments, municipal governments, the popular government. It is a golden dream of the national government. In that matter, in that instance, the government, the national government is represented, and that secretary of the Federal Council of the Government would be installed as the maximum instance of executive coordination, presided over by Delcy Rodriguez, Vice President, and with the Secretary Leonardo Montezuma, by the national government, that would be permanently in that council, Jorge Eliezer, Minister of, and also the Minister Gabriela Jimenez Ramirez. On behalf of the several governors of the country would be the Governor of Falcón, Victor Clark, the Governor of the Sucre State, Joana Carrillo, and the Governor of Cojedes State, Alberto Galíndez, who already was part of the Secretary, Professor Alberto Galíndez from Cojedes, and also on behalf of the mayors would be the Mayor of Caracas, Carmen Teresa Meléndez Rivas, and the Mayor of the Municipality of Chacao of the Miranda State, Gustavo Duque. And also would be the Mayor Alberto Di Martino from Maracaibo. That would be the three majors that would form this council: Caracas, Chacao, Maracaibo. This is the secretary that is going to be installed as of today, and I also want to greet the presence of the High Military Command here present today, General-in-Chief Hernandez Lares as well, commanders of the army, Bolivarian Army, militias, the Guard, the army, aviation as well. I invited them in a very special way to keep integrating the powers. And we've seen on the case during the heavy rains that we are facing that have damaged and affected several states on the plains, in Bolivar, in the Tamacuro. We had the case of the Amazonas state as well.